Hey guys, it's Mr. J Jeets with your weekly newsletter. Um, Actually doing it here Thursday morning. Sorry, meant to get it out last night. We were up late trying to get it out, but had some technical difficulties and just finally got it ready this morning. But I think you'll be excited. There's a lot of good information in this week's newsletter, and hopefully it was worth your wait. Um, First thing you're going to see on the newsletter is our talent show. This is the fourth year that Addison has done a talent show, and this year is quite different than the years in the past. We had to do everything virtually, so um, check it out. I think you'll be really excited. We had 22 students submit talents, all kinds of different acts and things they were doing. So be sure to watch each of those videos. Then we also have a staff talent video that we created for you as well. So great job, everyone. Thank you, Mrs. Tice and Mrs. Meyer, for your efforts organizing the talent show each year, and then also for your efforts in getting all the stuff from the staff to make that special video as well. So great job. Great job, students. Enjoyed watching your talents. Next thing in the newsletter is going to be a parent newsletter from Mrs. Schaefer with some counseling ideas and tips as far as working with students and getting through our current circumstances. There's also a link to the K5 District Counseling Team website that they created right when this all kind of went into effect. So a lot of good resources on there for parents, for students. There's also a link on there if you want to touch base with Mrs. Schaefer. You can always email her, but she also has a Google Classroom set up, so you can join her classroom, and the code is on her website if you want to join that. Next up is the Great American Reading Logs. Those have been submitted. The program's kind of complete. I just want to give you guys an update that Mrs. Ayers has been working. She has all the logs. She's going to be getting them printed. She'll have them all for you. So even if you submitted the e-log or the paper copy, whichever one, we're going to be getting those tickets printed for you, and we'll have those ready to go for you on June 10th. June 10th, we're still working out the details. I hope to have more information. I will have more information by next week, how that's going to be organized. On that day, it's our final day of school. Students will be turning in their Chromebooks that day. We'll have a drop-off going throughout the day. Like I said, more details to come. But we're going to turn in Chromebooks. We're going to have all student artwork projects. Those will all be packed up. And also with those, we'll send home yearbooks. If a yearbook was ordered, we'll send home the Great American Reading Logs. And if you have any library books, we'd ask that you bring those back at that time as well. Next up, we had the Guess Who contest with all the baby pictures of staff. There's an answer key in there, so go ahead and take a look at that. You can see who all those little cuties are. Thank you, staff, for sharing those pictures and putting those out there. Check out the answer keys. Congratulations to our students and who had the most correct answers. The most correct out of 31 guesses was 23, and that was Jordan and Taylor Keplin. So great job, guys. You had 23 out of 31 right. Next up was Ella Meyer and Anna Fricklin. They both had 19 correct, and Abby Vole had 18 correct. So that's pretty good. I'll be honest, when I went through, I did not do so hot. I maybe got 5 or 6 right. So nice, and one of those was my own. So great job. Next thing in the newsletter is a special book project that Mrs. Heeshen is working on. So watch a little video. She put a video together. She put a book together. She wanted to share that with you guys. And then students, parents, if you're interested in being part of it, there is a template that you can print and you can add your own picture, and she'll collect those and put those into a book that she'll publish. Boy, it's a lot noisier out here in the morning with the birds chirping around. Shalom Wildlife Zoo field trip is coming up. That's Wednesday, June 3rd. It's an all-school field trip. Parents, you'll just have to print the PDF that I have in there and use that as your ticket. You'll write your family name on there. And then our PBO is paying for 2 adults and Addison students. So for your family, any of your Addison students will be paid for, and then 2 adults. Please note that Shalom considers 13 and older an adult, so take that into consideration. If you have anybody above, other than your Addison students and those 2 adults, you have to pay for those extras. That is a whole school field trip, so there will be no learning activities additionally assigned or anything on that day. So hope you guys can join. Hopefully the weather's nice. Shalom did recently open to foot traffic, and they have stopped doing the drive-through. However, we already had this organized, so they're going to honor our field trip that we have scheduled on the 3rd. Slinger Elementary is going one day as well, and so is Allington. So hope you guys can join us for that. Pretty neat place, not too far from here. Congrats to our artist of the week, which is Braden. Check out his artwork. Got a cool looking tree. Mrs. Waning explains the artwork that he did that went into that. That's just about it. Just want to remind parents and students, our front foyer area, that main little lobby vestibule area, is open every day from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. In there, I have all of the stuff from our Lost and Found is sitting in there. So as you're putting away your winter stuff, if you notice a pair of snow pants is missing, or maybe you're missing a glove, there are a lot of single gloves in there. There's some water bottles, lunch boxes, those kinds of things. So if you're missing anything, please stop up there and take a look. Anything that is left after June 10th will either be tossed or given to Goodwill. So please get up there and grab anything if it's yours. There's also the donation bins, which includes box tops, toiletries for Children's Hospital of Wisconsin. And then there's also the Crayola Color Recycle. If you have any markers, old markers that no longer work, they will recycle that plastic into, I'm not sure what they're recycling it into, but they'll recycle those. So if you want to put any used markers in there, you can do that instead of going into landfills. And then there's also a library book drop that Mrs. Decker has out there. And I think that's it. So great job, everybody. Keep up the good work, please. Please, I know it's harder as the weather's getting nicer, but get your work done. Stay with it in the morning. Hopefully you can kind of plow through and get it all done and still get time to enjoy the outdoors. Make sure you're taking time for recess, taking those breaks. But please keep up with your work. It won't be long and summer will be here. So let's finish strong. I think we got about a little over 2 weeks to go. So, all right. If you need anything, just let me know. Oh, one more thing I wanted to add. Students, if you have your Chromebook, if you have not shut it down or closed it or logged off since this all started, or even if you haven't done it in a week or so, it's a good idea to do that every few days because that will reboot. It'll run some updates and your Chromebook will probably work better. So please do that if you haven't. All right, I think that's it. Again, enjoy the talent show videos. Hope you guys have a great week. As always, if you need anything, feel free to call me, text me, hangout message, whatever you need, shoot me an email. All right? Hope you guys are doing well. Talk to you soon. See you next week.